said, move if you call me, please, or don't even bother me. They said, oh, my apology. They keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career's snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest.
Downstairs. You mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Second down and a run by Robinson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Broncos. Always got some breathing room. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one, and to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
On the set.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy from 13 yards out. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Williams. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Back to throw here. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They're going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. This is caught. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd and 15. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from it. Incomplete pass.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a very nice game. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Williams going to get it again on second down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
From Commanders territory now, it's first and 10 at the 46. They'll set up to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a...
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Touchdown, Washington.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
41 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Come on. Hey. Warriors got to be. 19 Lions.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 48 yards as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Slot man moves right. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Anderson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. He's got room at the 30. Still on his feet. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams, 47 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point from McManus is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Commanders. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll set up a throw. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And some room to roam now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll look to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got it to Williams. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Anderson. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Broncos. Robbie Anderson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Ritter will throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert! Ready!
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 167 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Pass the 60! Pass the 60!
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. And Anderson's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Ready.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here we go.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Anderson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Anderson loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will take over at the 29. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now back to throw. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ready.
Back to throw again. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They're going to look to throw. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Powering forward, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Boy, 179 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he's loose again. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. 58 yards, the distance covered on the punt return. And the Commanders have retaken a third-quarter lead. Now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
19 tight. Panther 11. Likely, 60.
They'll look to throw. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And a nice gain of 21 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second and 4. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 8. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
Well, some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Okay, ready?
They'll run this one right with Robinson. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's fourth.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on fourth. Back to throw here. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 31 yards there and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll try and sneak it here.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
It's their quarterback, making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculated, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw again.
That's caught left side by Judy. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line.
Now it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready. Blue check.
They'll go with the keeper. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
A give left side to Robinson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the comp.
Oh, no, he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for one, maybe 2 more plays. Back to throw. He's got a man. Complete. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for Washington, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the